Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, June 30th, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Cleveland Guardians vs Chicago Cubs. The Cleveland Guardians have been brutal offensively throughout the season as they are 25th in the majors with a .689 ops while scoring 4 runs per game. They have been hitting a little better on the road this season as they are scoring 4.5 runs with a .682 team ops in 49 road games. Designated hitter Josh Bell has been doing decently well as he has a .235, .328, .392 line with 8 homers, 37 RBIs, and 17 runs scored. Cal Quantrill is struggling this season when diving into his baseball saving page this season as he is in the 2nd percentile in strikeout percentage, 3rd percentile in whiff percentage, 7th percentile in SBA, and 8th percentile in ZERA. Quantrill has a 6-pitch arsenal: sinker, cutter, changeup, curveball, splitter, fastball, and his changeup has been hit the most as hitters have a .300 batting average and .600 slugging percentage against it. He faced the Cubs once back in 2021 out of the bullpen and did not factor into the decision as he pitched 1 inning and allowed no runs on 2 hits with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. The Chicago Cubs have been hitting decently well throughout the year thus far as they are 14th in MLB with a .728 team ops while averaging 4.59 runs per game. They have been on par when playing at Wrigley Field as in 39 home games they have a .251, .331, .398 line while scoring 4.72 runs per game. Shortstop Dansby Swanson has been hitting pretty well with a .774 ops with 9 home runs, 35 RBIs, 37 runs scored, and 4 steals on 5 attempts. Cal Quantrill has been struggling on the road this season with a 1-1 record, 5.29 ERA, and .273 opposing batting average in 6 starts. Justin Steele has been much better at home with a 5-1 record, 2.57 ERA, and .244 opposing batting average in 8 starts. Cleveland has also been struggling on the road with a 19-21 record. Chicago has been better at home with a 2019 record. Overall, Chicago is the better team and they should win this game. I recommend betting on the Chicago Cubs to win. These bullpens are going to be able to get outs without giving up runs as Cleveland is 2nd in MLB with a 2.92 reliever ERA while Chicago is 19th with a 4.09 bullpen ERA so far. Looking at the teams pitching throughout the month of June, they are both doing well as the Cubs are 6th with a 3.47 team ERA over 23 games, while the Guardians are right behind them in 7th with a 3.52 team ERA in 24 games. The under has hit in the previous 5 games against one another, so go with the under here as well. Washington Nationals vs Philadelphia Phillies. The Washington Nationals have been decent at the plate this season as they are tied with the New York Mets as they are 19th in the majors with a .714 ops while scoring 4.16 runs per game up to this point. Their team has not been doing well in the power department as they are 2nd to last in MLB with 64 home runs. Right fielder Lane Thomas has been doing very well at the plate as he has a .859 ops with 14 homers, 43 RBIs, 56 runs scored, and 7 stolen bases on 9 attempts. Josiah Gray has been pitching poorly according to his baseball saving page as he is in the 19th percentile in walk percentage. Gray has 7 different pitches with 4 of his pitches being thrown at least 16.8% of the time. He faced the Phillies once this season as he did not factor into the decision where he threw 5.1 innings and allowed 4 runs on 6 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. The Philadelphia Phillies have also been an average offensive team at this point of the season as they are currently 13th in MLB with a .739 ops while scoring 4.43 runs per game thus far. They have been hitting the ball pretty well as a team as they are 10th in the sport with a .257 batting average. Shortstop Tree Turner needs to begin hitting as he has a .246, .302, .382 line with 8 home runs, 29 RBI, 45 runs scored, and 15 stolen bases without being caught. The Phillies have been victorious in 2 of the first 3 games against the Nationals this season with a 22-13 run differential. The Phillies have been outperforming the Nationals in terms of power numbers in June with 29 home runs, which ranks 15th in MLB, while the Nationals have 20 home runs, which is tied for 26th. Overall, the Phillies have the better team and should win this game. Both offenses are entering this game on a bit of a roll, as Washington is scoring 4.67 runs in their previous 6 games, while Philadelphia is averaging 5.4 runs in their last 5 games. These bullpens have been struggling throughout the season, as the Phillies are 18th with a 4.08 reliever ERA so far, while the Nationals are 28th in the sport with a bullpen ERA of 4.87 so far. All in all, take the over in this game as these offenses should score runs. Minnesota Twins vs Baltimore Orioles. Minnesota fell to 40-42 after being swept by the Atlanta Braves, but are just 0.5 games back of the Guardians for first in the AL Central, who are 39-40. The Twins will be starting right-hander Pablo Lopez, who's 3-5 with a 4.41 ERA, while in his last 5 starts, he's 0-2 with a 5.04 ERA, and on the road this year, he's 1-3 with a 2.94 ERA. In his last start, he went 6 innings allowing 3 runs against the Tigers. As a pitching staff, Minnesota has a team ERA of 3.70 which ranks 4th. Baltimore is currently the top wild-card team and is 5 games back of the Tampa Bay Rays for first place in the AL East. The Orioles are starting right-hander Dean Kremer, who's 8-3 with a 4.50 ERA, while in his last start, he went 7 innings, allowing 3 runs against the Mariners. In his last 5 starts, he's 3-1 with a 4.34 ERA, while at home, he's 4-1 with a 4.50 ERA. As a pitching staff, Baltimore has a team ERA of 4.28 which ranks 18th. Pablo Lopez has not been as dominant as expected this season, and the Twins have struggled to hit the ball on the road. The Orioles, on the other hand, have been playing well at home and have a strong offense. Kremer has been pitching well recently, and I think the Orioles will be able to take advantage of Lopez. I recommend betting on the Orioles with the money line. The Orioles are slashing .25, 3.32, 3.423, which ranks 13th, 14th, and 8th in the majors, while at home they are slashing .26, 1.32, 5.429, while in the month of June are slashing .25, 6.31, 3.429. Against right-handers slash .25, 3.31, 8.427. Against Lopez, Hayes is 2-2, O'Hearn is 2-3, Hicks is 0-6, Frazier is 0-2, and Santander is 0-2. The Twins offensively are slashing .231, 0.308, 0.398 which ranks 25th, 23rd, and 19th in the majors. On the road, Minnesota slashes .218, 0.296, 0.366, while in the month of June are slashing .224, 0.289, 0.385. Against right-handers, Minnesota slashes .235, 0.314, 0.406, while against Kremer, Farmer is 2-3, Taylor is 1-2, Kirilloff is 1-3, while Gallo is 0-4, and Vasquez is 0-3. Although Kremer has been solid as of late, I still like the over at 8.5 runs. Baltimore has a great offense, while although the Twins struggle on the road, their lineup has power bats who hit homers, which helps the over. This season, Minnesota is just 35-44-3 in hitting the over, but on the road are 16-23-1. Baltimore, meanwhile, is 40-34-5, and offensively, they are averaging 5.4 runs scored over their last 5. As for the pitchers, Lopez is allowing 3.6 runs per start over his last 5, while Kremer is allowing 3.2 runs per start over his last 5, which is why I like the over. Take the over 8.5 runs.